loud.
All right, so welcome back to Local Server Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back.
I'm Carlos.
I was going to open with something, but I forgot. I'm Tyler.
I'm Eric.
I'm Abe.
So it's been a little while.
Yeah, we're gone after a long 2-week hiatus.
Someone went to Oregon.
Yeah, it was your excuse.
So
I was out of town. I was out of state.
How was Oregon, Tyler?
Oregon was awesome.
What'd you do?
A lot of Pokemon Go.
So you're back to that, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry
I
to
just got a smartphone, and I was like, I've been missing out on it. It's just not even a year old yet. Can you believe that?
So how's the
that
new
thing
gen?
came and went.
Tyler used to have like this dinosaur phone for the longest time.
I think I still have it. Or no, I don't have it on me anymore.
I'll put a picture of it.
And now he's changed to
I can't
the good
lose that.
old
It's got a lot
Galaxy.
It's got all my notes on there. It's got like fucking
I think,
social security
I
number.
think it was to the point your old phone like you couldn't text
yeah, it
regular
could text.
characters, right? You had to use like
Yeah,
exclamation
like
marks.
I don't know.
And
I
you
don't know what
had-
happened. It's just they only texted in symbols.
Yeah, it also got like it was so old that it can't even get like group messages. Every time
Yeah.
we sent a group message, he would get like an individual text from that person.
And they'd show up as media files,
Yeah.
like pictures. So I had to like download them individually.
So curious, why did you change to the phone you have? You
I've
had
been meaning to for a long time, but I was going out of state, so I needed something reliable, something that I needed to communicate with in case I fucking fell off the plane or something. I don't know.
So you went with the Galaxy. Why that over the iPhone?
Because I have an iPhone for an
iPhone
iPod, and I
sucks.
don't like iPhone. I wouldn't mind if they just kept. If they didn't fucking come out with a new fucking thing every other day. It's like, oh, now it's a new charger. You can't use the old one.
Now it's
And-
red.
now it's red.
Now
and
you
it won't. Nothing will support it.
Now you can't even stick the headphones in the jack.
Yeah,
unless
Yeah,
you
now
have,
there's no
like,
headphone jack.
No headphone jacks. Like what the fuck?
So dumb.
You have to use a converter.
Yeah, I could go
Not
on
even
and
that.
on.
You had to like get special headphones for that phone specifically.
No, I mean you put in the little converter and it has a headphone jack in it. That comes with the phone, but if you lose it, it's like $30
That's
to
fucking
replace
dumb.
it.
Yeah, it's really fucking dumb.
Not only that, they came up with new quote-unquote technology that came out 3 years ago for Android or 2 years
Yeah,
ago, and they'll
right,
say
it's
like,
like-
yeah, this is a new technology. This is why you should buy our iPhone. It's now it's sensitive for the touchscreen. You could press harder on it and it'll register that. It's like it's not true.
Cordless headphones have been around for like fucking years, and no one uses them because they suck dick.
Yeah.
And you lose them.
Now they're expensive if you have to replace it.
Yeah, it's like cool, like big fucking, oh my god, big innovation.
Okay,
So
so
retarded.
So really quick, we're not advertising for Android or
No,
iPhone.
we're not
We're
sponsored.
not hating
Not yet.
either one.
Nobody
It's
knows
all
who we are.
preference.
But we all have
Yeah.
Androids.
Oh shit, do
Oh,
we?
not me.
Oh no,
No,
Well,
it's
except
Abe-
you.
Abe
I
has
have an
iPhone.
older iPhone.
Yeah.
Would you,
Before they were like complete
but-
shit.
Still has the old jack though, right?
Yeah.
in your opinion, would you go iPhone over Android or Android over iPhone right now? If you were to
Nowadays,
switch?
I would probably go for an older iPhone.
No, I'm not gonna lie. iPhones are perfect in the sense where I feel like they crash less. They're
Old
steady.
iPhones are good, but they can't support any new apps, any new
Yeah, but that's why I
things.
hate them. It's like
Yeah.
we said that in that podcast that we didn't release, but I feel like every people that love Apple, they say, oh, the iPhones are good, but that's because they get a new iPhone every single year.
Yeah, they just keep updating.
They're just
what they-
addicted to the brand.
Well,
You can't say an iPhone's good because Android users, they stick to the Android phone said iPhone for like 3 years and it starts shitting out on them, but iPhone users are like, well, my iPhone never messed up. When did you get it? Oh, this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
the-
keep switching out. It's like a
The
new pair
main
of
thing,
shoes.
the main thing I don't like about Androids, like, don't get me wrong, it's a good phone and all, but
Overpriced.
Is it?
Oh, I think it's about iPhones.
Oh no,
No,
that's
no.
both. Honestly, right now they're both equivalent. I think the iPhone is slightly expensive, if not about the same.
Almost
if
like
you were to go for
$1,000
the
now.
new iPhone,
The new one
Something
is
like that,
like
yeah.
1,000.
yeah, dude, they have. It's all because of the processors and shit they put in the phones now.
Why is that expensive?
Whatever else.
What possible reason could it be
What-
that expensive for? Does Siri suck my dick now? Like what the fuck?
Eric just bought a new laptop. How much did you spend on it?
$1,000.
Not quite 1,000, but it was about 960.
99.
Oh my god.
999.99.
You
No,
like not
okay,
even
but okay. There's also the price range. If you think gaming laptop, gaming computer, easily everyone automatically goes to above 1,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
Alienware,
automatic.
stuff
So
like
I
that.
mean, okay, I did pay under 1,000. It was close to 1,000, but it was still slightly under it. So
I would
don't
pay
know.
that much. I expected to pay that much when I bought my laptop.
So-
but it was only like
No, but
600.
I mean,
I'm
it
saying
goes
that's
just
I was
right.
like-
I'm saying that's normal. Like
Yeah.
I'm saying, oh my god, because I'm saying
shut up.
iPhone shouldn't cost that much. Then it's
Yeah.
I get it's a small portable computer, but it doesn't do nearly as much as a PC would ever do.
Yeah.
Why does it cost that much?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I
You pay
guess-
extra for the convenience, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. The
okay.
main thing I was gonna say is like you pay for the portability.
Yeah, which is really nice a lot of the time.
It is.
Dude, I spent all my money in Oregon.
Where's your computer, Tyler?
I'm saving. Well, now again, but like
What did you buy?
Beer.
Food
beer,
and
minis.
you fuck.
I went to a hobby store and they had a bunch of minis there. And
How
like,
much?
I spent $40 worth of minis on minis. But
Oh,
each one is like
a day?
$12 a piece. No,
Okay,
not
no.
a day. I was spending like $40 a day though. I bought my buddy Nick a birthday present. That was like $40. I bought
Nick, the one that did our art, right?
yeah. Nick.
Okay, overall
I'll put a
total.
link in the description.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
my Nick.
We'll say a quick shout out to Nick. Thank you for the artwork.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
cool,
We'll
yeah.
see. How much did you spend overall?
I still haven't paid him for that.
No, not that one.
Just pay him in minis.
I just remember like shit. I gotta pay that
I
guy.
wish I could get paid in minis.
I'm gonna pay him Friday maybe.
Okay, overall, Oregon though, how much did you pay?
I feel like I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, how much was the plane ticket?
The plane ticket is kind of pricey.
And did they throw you off?
No, but they did try to beat me up. But then they realized I wasn't Arab, so like, okay.
The other guy wasn't Arab either.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
He was Asian.
And they decided
Not
not
a
to pick you
doctor.
as their so-called volunteer when you're bigger than them.
Yeah, it was my first time
He
flying.
got his ass beat.
It was my first time on a plane. Wasn't
Really?
as scary as I thought it was. Yeah.
I don't know. Is it just me? But when you look out the window and you go up in the air, doesn't the world? Everybody says the world seems big, but it looks so small. It's like that's
Yeah.
a whole city. I'm like, oh my god.
It's weird looking down and seeing everything just like colored squares, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's where people live.
I've never been on a plane, but I know what you're talking about.
It's really weird. It makes the Earth seem small.
Due to your
Yeah,
race, you
It's
never
the
will.
exact opposite.
You'll get booted right off. Not anymore. You had your chance. Yeah, it was a good time. All the parts where I thought I was gonna freak out at, I didn't. Cause I was just so blown away. But like, whoa! Like when the plane started taking off, I was like, whoa! And like when it gets in that really high point, it goes, bang! Just banks left. I'm just
Oh,
like,
yeah, they're
whoa! Like it really tripped me out. Yeah, guys, I got to see the whole world.
Did you like
the
the
pressure
takeoff?
changes like so.
Oh yeah, the pressure change. Really
Oh yeah, was there any like experience with turbulence or whatever?
No, it was smooth flying. Just the banking left and right. Yeah, and then by the plane ride home, I was so like over it. I was like bored. Like I was so over the experience.
Yeah,
Of it.
that's why I hear like a lot of people bring like their handheld
Yeah.
games, which is why the Switch is like the new 2-gig
Yeah,
system
it's like
for people that travel.
Yeah, like that's a plane must.
So,
Well, I still said it was only 2 hour flight.
what kind of miniatures did you get?
A bunch of Reaper models, the little white ones.
You use them for
Reaper.
D&D or what?
Yeah, I painted a couple of my brother when I was up there.
I don't know why I was thinking Overwatch.
Oh, I saw that picture.
Oh yeah, it's all
That's
the Smith one.
Yeah, I painted him like what's his name from Dark Souls.
Every time you
1 and
post a
3.
picture where you're in Oregon, I'm like, motherfucker, he's in America or he's in California.
Nope, yeah, I didn't post a whole lot this time around.
But you already have a whole bunch of miniatures.
Yeah, but I didn't have this one
Oh,
because they had a bunch of minis there that were like $12 on eBay, and I bought like fucking a shit ton of them for like $40. Not a shit ton, but a good amount.
Keep going. And
gotta
then what
get
else?
all.
What other miniatures did you buy?
Yeah, no, that's it. I only went to the hobby store once. It's because they're fucking closed all the time. Everything
No,
in
it's like,
Oregon
oh.
closes at 5 o'clock. It's so frustrating.
Tyler, we're waiting on you to get a good computer so we can do computer game Let's Plays.
I know, right? Okay, I'm gonna get on it.
There's plenty of like indie games I've been seeing on the Steam store. Like I think Black Wake is one of them. I want us to play. A lot of multiplayer games I think would be really good.
I just want to play Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3, definitely.
Dark Souls so bad.
That's one of the games that we could have played by now if you had a computer.
I was playing it in Oregon. I stayed away for it for like the longest time.
How?
My brother has an Xbox One.
Oh.
Dark Souls 3?
Yeah.
How far did you get?
I got up to the second boss.
Does he live there now, your brother?
Yeah,
Dylan?
he lives up there.
How's he liking it?
So, that's great. He
Tyler's
loves it.
brother,
He's not
Dylan.
working a whole lot, but
Tyler's brother Dylan is a tattoo artist
Yeah.
who lives in Oregon. If you live there, you should check him out.
definitely.
Put a link in the
Corvallis,
description.
Oregon. He's not tattooing at the moment because he doesn't have his license.
Oh.
Because you got to get a new license for each state.
Oh, okay.
But I think he was getting it like the day I left.
Okay.
Apparently, if you get it in Washington, it's good for both states. They're basically the same fucking state. It's weird. Their laws are so weird. Because the Northwest is just like, they don't care. Like, as long as it's not California, like, they don't give a shit.
It's a link between Cali and Canada.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, they're just joint states almost.
Yeah, going back to Dark Souls, definitely I want to play number 3, especially since we had so much trouble playing number 1 and number 2 together.
Number 2 was a lot easier. 1 was fucking impossible.
3 was easy. 3 is easy because they actually have a mode where you can play with your friends, but the only downside to that is you don't get invaded because it will just be your private server, your own sort of.
No, remember when we played for a little bit? We got invaded.
We did?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I think it's just a lot harder. It sets it up weird. But so it's like a trade off. But
because we played up to the point where the dragon showed up, and the game just crashed for me. Like I couldn't even look him. He just like as soon as he opened his wings, just like
2004 computer.
yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. I had to turn the resolution to like 800 by 600, and it was still bad, and we didn't get very far. But it was still easier than playing number 1 and number 2 because we couldn't even find each other every time we put down a summoning sign. It was just.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to play Dark Souls because I still think that's one of my favorite games. I think that was
Dark Souls 1?
any of them. Just the series is good.
1 was fun. I remember that time where you and Carlos were traveling through the forest. Like as a team, and I invaded you guys.
Yes.
have
I
so
was
many
trying
memories of
to
that
help
game.
you guys, like point out stuff, and you guys fucking backstabbed me.
yeah.
And then I
This how you
killed
do it?
Carlos.
Yeah, so many fond memories of that forest. Remember when we just like fucking turned into trees and just put an item right there at the ledge? And they always went up to it. They knew it was a trap, but they had to know what item it was. They're like, I gotta know. So they go, just great arrow, fall off the edge.
What did we usually put down? Like dung?
Yeah, it's
Dump
usually
pie?
just shit or like a rusty coin, something useless or garbage when we had it.
Yeah, I know.
Straight up
It got
garbage.
more popular, but I felt back then it was really highly underrated.
Yeah, I never even finished Dark Souls 1.
Which I was surprised it got so popular because like I thought people weren't gonna like it because it was so hard. But then I think number 2 they did make it a little
Yeah,
easier.
it's because people started shitting on 2, and that's when like the popularity for 1 came out.
I
Because
don't
it wasn't
even-
that popular until 2 came out. Everybody was like, "Oh fuck Dark Souls 2." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I don't
really?
even remember 2,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Oh, yeah, you were
I
saying-
know I've played it, but
You're saying people don't like 2 because it was a lot more linear, right?
I guess I don't really know what their gripes are. I don't try to listen. Like I didn't actively seek out what their fucking bullshit reasons were. Because I love Dark Souls 2. It's like one of my favorite games of all time. I like it way better than 1.
I want to say I like 2 the best, and then maybe 3, and then I don't know. It's hard. Maybe 2, 1, and 3.
Yeah, because I like 2.
They're
'cause
both
it had
equally
the
good.
hub world. It had fast travel. I think it's because people just thought it was easier. I guess.
I like the thought behind it. I know we were talking about that earlier. There's a whole theory behind it, but it's like the whole idea is that there's all these people. The main city is what's it called? The main hub?
Majula. Yeah.
It's like it's all these people that have their own adventure, but they kind of forgot along the way. So
Yeah, and they're just like lost souls now. It's
yeah, like the
cool.
blacksmith, he had his own journey. He's like, oh, I was doing this, I was this, and then later on in the game when you talk to him, he's like, what was I doing again?
Yeah.
Didn't he have a
just
daughter,
empty
too?
husk.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
you get the daughter, and she's like, "Who is that guy? He looks so familiar." Like she doesn't remember it's his own
Yeah,
dad.
he
It's,
doesn't
like,
even
super
remember.
tragic.
At the end, yeah, and that's what it's about because in the beginning you're supposed to take down the queen. I think no, you were supposed to go there to find something, but then they ask you to take down the queen, and then you forget what was the first mission in the first.
Yeah,
place.
why are you even there in the beginning? Like you don't know.
That's
like,
the whole point. That's
you
really
lose your-
cool. And
yeah.
it's like, how do people not like that?
People just didn't get it. They're like, "Oh, PvP wasn't good." Yeah, I think some people play Dark Souls just for PvP. PvP
Yeah.
in 3 is great. I'm not gonna lie.
PvP in general is like
They made it
a
even
huge
better
thing
with the DLC.
every community.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. My buddy JP is way into the PvP scene. Him and his brother Daniel.
I can't get
it's
into it because I suck.
Yeah, same here.
In any single game,
I don't know.
I would want
I
to.
did
But
decently. I'm not gonna say I was good because I know I wasn't. But
When I played in my brother's house, I kept getting invaded by the same shitty wizard dude who's fucking like spam spells like "fuck you," and then I got summoned to a world and he invaded that guy's world. I was like, "No, run! Don't worry, I'll handle him." And he ran right past me and killed the guy who summoned me. I was like, "No, I failed."
yeah, 3 just recently came out with their DLC, right?
They got- Lightning. Dude, Happy Souls is great. That's why I love it so much. It's because it's Dark Souls 2.
yeah,
The Ring City, I think, is the new DLC.
I don't think I've heard of that. I know there's like a snow level or something.
They came out with one where you're returning to the painting of Artorias from the first one, which I think
or
is
you get
really
like
cool.
pushed into it or something like that, right?
Yeah, in the first one you walk into the painting. I don't know about the third one. I don't know.
You weren't there that long though, were you? It's like
There
one
is-
bonfire and then a boss and then you leave, right?
No, it was a lot longer.
All I remember is being on top of a church and heading towards the boss area.
No, it was a lot longer.
Really? I remember being in there that long.
there is one thing I want to know more of about that painting. It's what the hell is that chick Priscilla there for?
I don't know.
Like, what is she, first of all?
Dude.
She has that tail. She goes invisible.
What is anyone in Dark Souls?
Dude, yeah,
yeah.
the
You gotta,
lore
like, you
in
gotta
Dark
dig
Souls is
for
so amazing and
gotta-
intricate.
yeah.
It's like
And
I
it
remember we
tells
tried
you
to
nothing.
even that D&D you tried making us.
Oh yeah.
That was so good. Just because it's the world of Dark Souls and the whole setup behind it is like anyone could debate. I like any story that you have to debate on.
It's
Yeah.
literally zero hand holding, and the story is what you make of it through
Yeah.
the items that you find.
Which I like any game that does that. It makes you think instead of a straightforward. Like you can't say the second one was linear because it wasn't. It made you think about the story, about where it took place. I think they said it took place around the same time as the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was the final thing.
Yeah, that's cool because they're not really connected. Each one's a different thing. In the third one, you're an embered, I think it's what it's called. You're a kindled one. That's it.
Unkindled.
Yeah, unkindled. And then the other ones, you're human effigy. Are you still hollow in that one? You can still go hollow, right?
I don't
you
know
can still
if it's
No, you don't go
called
hollow.
hollow.
And then the first one, it's humanity.
Yeah.
I
But
think the latest one was the one where you were kindled.
Yeah, 3 is when you're kindled.
Yeah, it's not when you lose humanity. It's when you're unkindled. I guess.
But you can become hollow by talking to the weird demon dude
I think
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
like
weird.
Or getting cursed.
even
Yeah.
the name, the title of Dark Souls has a significance. The Dark Soul, because there's 4 souls if I remember. It's like Demon Soul, which was before even Dark Souls 1. There's
Yeah.
Demon Souls and
And no one
I don't
fucking
know
played
what-
Demon Souls. Don't lie to us. They'll be like, oh, Demon Souls best. No one fucking played Demon Souls.
Yeah, there's Demon Soul.
Just
And
shut
then, I don't know,
even
but
count
I know
it.
Dark Soul is in reference to humanity. That's what humanity is. It's the Dark Soul.
I actually
And I
disagree
think
with you first. I disagree with you mainly because like Dark Souls brought so much popularity to Demon Souls that they
That
probably
they
went
went
back
back
and
in.
played it.
Yeah, that's true. But no one started out with Demon
Yeah,
Souls.
probably not.
but it's the same thing. Dark Souls was but
It's very similar. I don't know why they changed the name though. I don't know why they went Dark Souls. I went Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. I'm like, that's just kind of weird.
because
Unless it was-
because Dark Souls was a remake of Demon Souls.
Or it,
Yeah.
was, it also could just be a new
Kind
IP, like because it was from the creator. You could think of it like this was in. It might have been the same world. However, this might be this story. There's that story. So
Well, what
it's
was that one
basically a
game?
new IP and same world. That kind
That's
of
supposed
thing.
to come out for the PS4. I think it was like by the same director, Dark Souls.
Deep down,
Deep down, yeah.
Oh yeah, whatever happened to that?
it was supposed to be exclusive release for PS4 when PS4 was first, or I think it was even PS3. No, I'm pretty sure it was PS4. It was supposed to be released when PS4 came out, but then they're like, no, we want to make it better. So
Technically,
3 years later, 4 years
Technically-
later.
So we're waiting for the Scorpio.
it's not scrapped, but
Yeah, they wanna-
took the entire. They literally took the entire game. Was like, we're gonna release it to you in a couple months.
We want
And
a
then,
good game, basically.
like a day later, they're like, "Oh wait, this game isn't meeting our standards. We're gonna take it and we're gonna basically just redesign the entire game, and then we're gonna do it when it's."
Yeah, I mean, I
ready."
respect that, but it's
You
still
know-
kind of just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like,
You know who else should have done that? Makers of Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, I agree. I'm already tired. I could not bring myself to finish the game. I really liked it at first, and it just built up to a huge like.
I love
God
that
damn
you
it.
were the one defending it at first.
No. Okay, I'll still defend it for what I defended it on. I defended it because a lot of people were. A lot of people were. They were
It's
accusing.
like open up a movie theater.
They were attacking it based on it being a shitty game due to its animation, like the weird
Yeah,
scenes.
people were
and
saying it was
animations.
unplayable, which
There-
it isn't. It's totally playable.
It's totally playable. I'll say it's stupid. It's a great game that should not be attacked on that one. Now, if you were to say it's a bad game due to its like repetitive scenes,
Didn't they also-
its lackluster story, then I'll totally go with you and be like, yeah, that makes sense.
I was gonna say, didn't they also
But-
shit on the characters because they weren't interesting?
The-
Like
I
they were
mean,
always the whole broy type of like. No matter how bad the situation was, they'd always like crack a joke.
that one's completely opinion based. It's the one thing Mass Effect, same maker as Dragon Age. Dragon Age in total did a better job of like having your AI companions do more of a morality system. They either disliked what you did or they liked what you did, but they also had more like communication with you. So like if you did something or you're walking around, they would actually interact with each other more. In Mass Effect,
That was cool. I like
feel
that.
like they really cut out a lot of the dialogue and they only interact with each other at certain times. And every once in a while, you'll even hear like the same line. And it's kind of like, oh, you can tell it's more general versus them specific towards a character. So that part sucked. I mean, the characters you could either hate or like depending on your personality. It's just what it is. They did take the morality system out, and it's more of like, do you want your guy to be more of a hard ass or do you want him to be more emotional and like, oh, happy-go-lucky? So that part, at first it was kind of cool because you don't have, like sometimes in the old ones you could be like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Like that just sounded like a better dialogue choice, and
Yeah,
then they're
yeah.
like, "You're a dickhead," like "I hate you," and
I
stuff
got that
like
so
that.
many times.
And yeah, you're just like, "Oh, dude, I totally didn't even mean for that
Every
reaction."
time I was flirting with that French chick, I'd be like, "Hey, let's go," and she'd be like, "Fuck you!" I'm like, "Damn it!" It's just like real life.
I hate when they do that. When they get you with like the dialogue box and then how they say it, like say you're talking to someone, they're like trying to get you interested in the subject, and like the next dialogue box says, "Oh really? Tell me more." But when he says like, "Oh really? Tell me more,"
Oh yeah, like yeah.
and you're
like
just like,
sarcastically, you're like, "Oh shit, I fucked
Like I
up."
didn't mean that. No.
you're like that totally didn't go what I had in my
Yeah.
mind. But yeah, so I mean, in that sense, Mass Effect, it depends on the characters. Some are more fun than others. There's actually 2 characters that are probably a lot more fun and likable than they were in the old Mass Effects. The Krogan's a badass. He's like this old grandpa that's like fucking warrior, and he's like, I'm down to shoot anything.
Yeah, he's pretty
laugh,
great.
and,
The
like,
Gorilla Sunny one?
he's
No,
really
not,
cool.
not the West
No,
Hollywood.
and then they have another one. Usually the Asari characters in the games, they're very like, they're like, oh, like my tradition. No, I can only do this and all that stuff. Basically, like, never mind. Anyways, they're just not to go racist. They're very like tradition based, and they're really straightforward. And this time they completely flipped the Asari's personality, and she was a smart ass, and she was like, "Oh, you like that shit? Me too. But because you like it, like that shit sucks. Now I'm done." And like it's kind of cool, but it just depends.
Like,
But
you
the
know what
game
I would shovel
overall
money
is
into?
kinda, eh.
Like legit, if they made a Dragon's Dogma multiplayer,
They did. It's called Online, but it's like only in
there's an
Japan.
online one.
They're actually
Yeah.
making a
Well, I
Dragon.
meant like
I don't know if they
I meant like
finished
for
it.
us,
Yeah, I don't know if they finished it, but
for America.
America.
last time I checked, they're making a Dragon Dogma MRPG. Excuse me.
I don't want an MMORPG though. I like
Just make the game that they had, but with
yeah.
No,
like
it-
give me a
that's
story.
what-
Give me
That's what it is, but it's
like
online.
yeah,
Instead
it's
of
like the
it
Monster
replaces
Hunter.
the Rook system.
Yeah, it's like
oh okay.
it's like
That
the
makes more
Monster
sense.
Hunter MMORPG, like what we always used to play. MMORPG is the same thing. It's good because the hub is where the MMORPG part comes in.
Okay, I thought it was like
you see everybody, but when you
Yeah.
go out and fight the monsters, it's only 4 people. It's still
yeah,
the
that makes
traditional.
more sense.
I mean, I
That's
guess
not
we could
Dragon's Dogma.
speculate. It's I don't until you look it up. Honestly, you can look it up on YouTube and probably check it out. But
Yeah, I don't
as
know if
of
they
what
finished it.
we think, yeah, I think it's like the old Dragon's
This is a
Dogma.
hub,
But
and then-
in the end, it could turn into one of those MMORPGs, which I'm totally not into anymore. But like, I guess it just depends.
No,
I think it
dude,
could be if
We
they were
were
done
never
right.
into any MMORPGs.
We
Let's just be
we
honest.
did for a while.
We tried. That's the thing. We
We
did.
played a lot of Star Wars. But then again, we only got to like level 23,
That's
I'm
why-
still
which is
on-
like small beans for
I'm
like an
honestly
MMO.
still on Final Fantasy,
I'm still
so I can't say anything.
yeah. I'm still on the boat that we wanted to like MMORPGs, but we just couldn't. It just made sense to us. Like it was everything we ever could have wanted. We were in this world with other people. It's so boring to me. I don't know why.
Speak for yourself. I like them.
Dude,
yeah.
fucking Dragon's Dogma had the best character customization, like of any game I've ever played. Like look at this shit. This is my
Dragon's
fucking-
Dogma? Yeah, was
This is
my-
one of my profile pictures from my Facebook. Check it out. She looks just like me.
That reminds
Fucking-
me,
It's
dude.
like a profile.
Dragon's
picture.
Dogma. Yeah, I will admit the facial hair wasn't like how I wanted, but it looked too Italian.
But everything else was like, yeah, great.
I never looked up anything.
The pawn
for
system
Dragon's-
was what kind of turned me off, though.
Yeah, the pawn system was stupid. It wasn't bad, but it's just like you could have had actual multiplayer.
Yeah, I know. I hated that.
Like, ugh.
With the pawn system, even for a game as old as it was, the pawn system was actually pretty good. Like if you think about
it
it,
was
like
too good. Like, fucking, you
Yeah,
could make
'cause-
the excuse that
Because
like
Eric was Eric
His
was
fucking
playing the game
mage.
ahead of us. He's like, "Oh, you should play Dragon's Dogma." Okay, I'll play. Oh, but put my pawn in. I'm like, okay, level 50 pawn comes in.
Yeah,
We're
right.
like destroying everything in one hit. Eric, I'm not gonna play your pawn anymore.
like I got his fucking pawn. I was like, cool, yeah, I'm gonna go fight this Chimera. Fucking blows it up with a fire spell. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That
like,
reminds me.
Disband.
Yeah.
Like when I
So
was
you
playing
can't use
Dragon's.
the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go for it.
I was gonna say you can't use the excuse like, oh, you'd be too OP to have like players playing each other and be too easy because fucking Eric's pawn blew everything out of the wall. It was like level 60, while it's level like 13. It was retarded.
Nah,
Hey, go ahead.
when I played Dragon's Dogma the first time through, I did it as an assassin, which like it's quick, it gets in
forgetting
and
that
out,
they're-
and all that stuff. Oh, no, it was a Strider.
it was Strider, the ones that could
Yeah.
climb the animals.
Yeah, Strider's the one I did it
I
as.
keep
And,
forgetting you could like do builds in that game.
and I heard that there was like a new game plus to it, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll play this game again. But when you play it again, your old character is your last boss,
That's pretty cool.
which is fucking insane because I was playing a mage on my second
Mm-hmm.
playthrough, so I'm like trying to cast and not get interrupted while fucking I'm getting slashed to bits.
Dude, that game was
it
meant
was-
for multiplayer. Like the
it
fucking.
was a struggle.
I did the great sword guy, and one of his skills was he made like a fucking like a ladder out of his greatsword or like his great weapon. He like put it on the ground. Your character can run out and jump off. That's so cool.
Yeah, that is
Like,
nice.
what other game has done that?
The world wasn't too big, so it was possible. I think it was.
Yeah, exactly. Like the world was just like a sandbox that you could explore.
the only-
easily.
Yeah.
The only game that came close to that was Two Worlds, and I know
Yeah.
we tried that out, and that was
We
really
did it.
good.
We
Two Worlds
completed
2.
it.
Two
Yeah.
Worlds was more linear than.
But, I mean, yeah, Dragon's Dogma is kind of linear though.
Well,
if you really think about
kind
it,
of,
it just has that whole hidden factor. It's like, okay, we're pretending we're not linear, but you really are.
Well, I mean, it's not linear, but it's like it's a box. Like it's a box.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, it's more of a rectangle. It's
You know
it's
what
like
I mean?
both. Yeah, but I mean like in the sense of where it's linear and it's like a box. It's just like this long thing that you could explore all around. But really, it's just like a road. The whole game is just one giant road.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That I would say overall too, like the game was really well put together. If they changed anything, it would probably be more variation to like the monsters. Like if they could have added more in, because
Yeah,
they
there was
had,
only like 4.
there was like 4 or 5 big ones, and then there was a lot of little creatures.
That
But-
one shot a Chimera with a great sword.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was fucking insane.
Chimeras were quite tough.
But overall, like if they literally could have had, well, okay, I shouldn't say couldn't have. They could still do it. You take the old system, revamp it with like new graphics, that kind of thing, and you put in the whole Monster Hunter type system with like 30 plus bosses. Like, dude, that would be a pretty fun game.
Yeah,
Not even that
like,
much, just like
legit, it
10
could
or
just
12.
be exactly like Monster Hunter, but with like a continuing story.
I like the idea of having
they
these
did that
big
in Monster
single
Hunter.
Yeah.
That's what sucks is like I get it's hard to make a game, but it's like it's so easy to see a first person shooter multiplayer like Call of Duty and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But it's so hard to find a medieval or fantasy era game
Yeah.
multiplayer.
It's like good multiplayer.
But I guess it's just there's no market for it. I don't
Yeah,
know. Or
because
it's
like
just
I
popular.
guess there's really not like we're the minority on that definitely. Nobody wants what we want.
But it
They all
also-
want the
Do you
same
think
old
it's
shit.
getting more popular though, or no?
Not really, because there's nothing really to. Well, maybe so.
Well, you're
with, like
not-
Breath of the
I
Wild.
know Call of Duty is like getting shit on. Like I
Yeah.
know, no matter what
I
they
was gonna say you're
do,
not looking forward to Call of Duty 8.
Yeah.
Alien technology.
I feel
but-
bad for them because like Call of Duty, the new one's coming out, because everybody was getting was shitting on them because they're
Yeah,
like,
because all
okay,
like space crap.
yeah, it's all space.
boo.
They're like, oh, boo, boo.
Yeah,
and
the
then,
dislike bar was insane.
and then they're like,
Like,
okay, let's listen to our audience. Call of Duty World at War 2, our new game. Boo. It's like, you gotta feel bad for them.
Yeah,
after a
they
while.
just can't win, dude. They just can't win. It sucks.
Just cut the Call of
But
Duty
whatever.
franchise.
They've been like top of their fucking game for how many years? Like fuck 'em.
No, but like what they gotta do is like cut Call of Duty, make a new game that has guns, but like put more shit in it. Like,
Call of Duty
No,
Medieval
if-
Warfare.
If anything, but it
play
also
it.
it's
I
all
play shit out of
dependent on the budget. Like if you notice, they go every year the company changes, it alternates. Every other year, it's like one's like that
Activision,
Sledgehammer,
and
and
then
then the
Treyarch.
other one,
Infinity.
yeah.
Does Infinity still make Call of Duty?
Or yeah, it was Infinity
It's
Ward
probably
and then
like
Treyarch. I don't
merged
know, they
in there
switched off.
somewhere. But like they literally saturated the market and it's worked for so long. I feel like now it's finally coming to a close on that.
Yeah.
But like overall, the general popularity does head towards FPS because why? The lowest learning curve, easiest to pick up and play and get off at the
That's
same
true.
time.
They are
Point
kind of
a
simple
gun,
to make too.
easy.
Easiest
trigger.
thing to play, like overall, just pick up and go. And it's also popular with the younger, like our generation. We start looking towards we're looking for
That's
more
true.
mind game type thinking.
Like
or-
RPG,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I'm
how I
not-
trained
yeah,
for my
I'm
school
not-
shootings.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say RPGs are
But-
complicated and like it takes a smart person to learn it, but it's just like as opposed to Call of
pretty-
Duty,
yeah.
it's like you just run and gun and shoot. RPGs. I've heard a lot of this when I tried teaching like younger kids or like my nephews. Hey, play Oblivion, play Morrowind. What do I do? Like you go out of the tutorial stage. I
That's the
always
first thing they
remember
ask,
that.
what do I do?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
always remember my cousin because I tried. He was a big Call of Duty fan, and he went through the tutorial stage in Oblivion. He went out of the sewers, and he looked out. He's like, "What do I do now?" And I'm like, "Whatever you want."
Honestly,
That just blows their mind.
I don't know what to do. So
remember
you
when
can do
I-
whatever you want.
I honestly remember when I first tried getting you guys into Monster Hunter. You're like, dude, this game's too fucking hard. I can't take it. Like, you guys hated it at first, but you liked it because like the animals and
Yeah.
like the
I just
different
like
variety of monsters. But
Yeah.
you hated that beginning learning curve because like, what the fuck? What do I do with this?
Yeah,
weapon?
it's because Monster Hunter is so unlike any other game.
yeah.
It's so hard to pick up and just be like, I don't know anyone else that I've shown Monster Hunter to and liked it.
You really, because you can't, it's not a game you can pick up and just play and be like, check this out and try it. And they'll be like literally pushing one button and moving the character in circles. And you're like, you can't do that. Like they literally throw you in and check it out. This is the village. We'll give you 3 tutorial quests and the rest is up to you. And like, if you think about it, the tutorial quest shows you how to do 2 things. Shows you how to stab something, shows you how to eat, and then it shows you how to use a potion. It's all about everything else, it's like,
trial and error.
Do whatever the hell you want. And then you literally get out, you're roaming through a village. And, like, they barely even tell you have to even go and pick up your quests. Like, I remember when I first got the game, when you showed it to me.
Yeah, you're like, how do I get out of the village?
Dude, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And, like, the variation was dope, but I was like, dude, like, in the beginning, it's so grind heavy just to get to the bigger monsters.
Oh, yeah.
Well, especially, not so much in the newer ones, but definitely in the older
it's not
ones.
That it's
and you're
grind
just
heavy.
like, fuck. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
It's grind heavy if you wanted to be.
Yeah, no, it's not that it's grind heavy in the beginning. It's just that the tasks that they have you do in the beginning are so fucking lame.
Yeah, like collect 10 unique mushrooms.
Yeah, 10 mushrooms, kill 10 tiny raptors. Okay, maybe like I want to get to the hunt, you know.
Which I mean, they got easy into it. You know?
It is a little. In that sense, it is a little time consuming. It's grind heavy in the sense you do have to put some time before you actually get to the meat of the game.
Yeah.
But like from starting out, and that was like the intro to the game, and not knowing what the fuck I was doing, I was like, dude, this game is so boring. Like, I'm seriously sitting here fucking with a bug net trying to collect crickets. Like, god damn it. For what? I was like, congrats, you got 10 crickets. And I was like, that only took an hour. Cool. Next quest.
Because I was looking in the wrong spot, I swear.
Next quest, what do? Go mine 5 iron ore. What the fuck are iron ore? And why go into the quest, here's 2 old pickaxe. By the way, they don't tell you old pickaxe break after 2 use. So to get 5 iron ore, you have to make sure you got other pickaxes from the store first. And you're just like...
But they also...
Beforehand, God damn it, dude.
Beforehand, they did teach you about combining items. So you could have made your own pickaxes.
But they don't even say what... Like, they literally give you a combination list and it was like, test it. And you're
I
like...
didn't find out combining items like the second game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you literally combine like 5 items in the first game in the first like 10, 20 hours. And then you're like, what do we even do?
I don't even use half of the shit like the fucking game gives you. Like, you guys use like fucking life powder and mega dash juice, shit like that. I don't use none of that.
I don't like, either. I'm not gonna lie.
Potions,
they're
mega
like, save me, and I'm
herbs,
like, you're gone, dude. You're gone.
Yeah, you guys always give me shit because I don't take any of that with me.
or also how Monster Hunter is big on like coming prepped, and I'm like, I'll bring a sword. Who wants to bring the traps? Not me.
Sometimes I'll bring a trap if it's like a big boss. Well, like, I'll bring one. But
you're a scumbag when it comes to team play because you never bring anything that could help us.
No, dude, it's all me.
And there are times where you even like, well, bullshit. Actually, no, you always carry the hot drinks, but you refuse to pass them around.
It's because you guys always forget. You guys gotta learn. I'm not gonna be your nanny.
I'm not.
Change your diapers.
I'm gonna take his side on it because we've been playing that game for what? Let's just say close to 12, maybe 12 years.
Yeah.
And you and Hussein were the worst when it came to cool drinks and hot drinks.
But we were always on top of life powders and like team play shit.
Life powders you got on in maybe like 4 games ago. But when the very first one came out, dude, like no one brought any of that shit until it came to like the last boss, the Fatalis.
Yeah.
But like literally it's like, dude, as soon as you hit the second like stage of the game, they're like, you're in a desert, you're in a volcano, make sure you have hot drinks, make sure you have cool drinks. But that's also and you and Hussein were like, walk into the quest. No, I forgot.
Bullshit. No, because that was also around the time where they introduced day and night. Day and night is what fucked us over all the time.
It wasn't even day and night. This was back to Monster Hunter 1.
No, they had day and night in the desert.
Monster Hunter 1, you guys still
okay,
not
1 I admit we fucked up, but then 2...
I admit Abraham got better, though. To the point where I'm just like, okay, Abraham's going to bring the cold drinks and hot drinks. I forgot Abraham. Bring me some more.
I always bring that shit. I always bring... meat, a barbecue spit, whetstones.
Okay, those honestly,
that's too
the
much.
meat.
No, you gotta load up.
The meat and everything on that, like.
Well, that's because you bring juice. You bring like mega dash juice and shit like that.
Because I prepare beforehand.
No,
like,
I mean like you use that so you don't need meat.
No,
like,
I'm saying like I farm because you need the meat to make the dash juice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I prepare for.
Well, I don't bring raw meat. I bring steaks and pits in case I need.
I thought you brought raw meat and steaks. You just said that.
I meant. I do bring the spit, but I bring cooked meat.
But yeah, even still, you can leave the spit behind and carry like life powders or something.
But they keep it to the beginning. You can't get that.
Yeah, but you put it back in the box.
Yeah, but I like that. I like
Fuck off. You have 10 gourmet not even gourmet
And it's funny when you guys are fighting. I'm just like they're like.
Just cooking to the song.
That's why it's like Monster Hunter is so simple, but you can do so much different stuff. It's like it's really cool.
Especially with the new edition, like the new styles and everything, the new skills.
I admit I was against it at first, but I think Capcom, right? Yeah. Capcom is like I like the direction they're going to, which is rare for me. Like
but
everything they're doing, like of course there were some mishaps. I still think swim battles were
swimming was annoying.
stupid. But they took that out. You know, they came up with all this different stuff, and they're doing a good job. And I think they did make the game a little bit easier for a younger audience, but it's still hard for us.
Yeah.
I think I like
Well, I don't think the swimming was a bad direction. It might have just come too soon. The mechanics definitely, if they bring it back, the mechanics can be tweaked. It could be a good thing.
Maybe. Like I'll admit,
it just comes
This
back
is the main
to
focus of the game. You spend all of your time in water.
Swimming was pretty
just kinda
beautiful back
ridiculous.
then, but I'm not gonna lie, it was annoying as hell to fight in the water.
Yeah, unless you're playing like the Lance, it's kind of cool. You're just like a little mini submarine, like.
That's why.
it's
So
stupid.
I guess it could really. It just depends on where they go with it.
The thing I like most about the direction they are going in is that they're adding like individuality to already individual like.
True.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can be a unique. If
Yeah.
you got two great swords, guys, they can both do their own thing.
Yeah, they both
Which is
have
cool.
different things going for them, you know. Unless you know.
Wait, so none of us played the
Something's
PlayStation version, right?
No,
we all
I
started
haven't.
PSP.
No.
I started PSP, the very first one.
I remember seeing the PlayStation version, be like, wow, this game looks cool, but I never actually played it. So it came out in 2006.
Yeah.
So we've been playing for 11 years plus.
Damn, that's a long time.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Still pretty big fans.
Yeah, right? Fuck yeah.
I'm honestly hoping that Double Cross comes to the US.
I'm sure it will.
If
I
it
think-
doesn't, I'm gonna be sad.
I think regular Cross did pretty well. Whatever the fuck. What is it called? Generations?
Generations.
What are they gonna call it? Generations?
Well, that's a good point.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it probably is called Generations 2.
to
Basically
add on
what it is.
to add on to
Or
all
Generations Unite.
that, I know we're talking
Generations
about
Freedom.
we're talking about future generations and stuff. So likelihood of one of them coming to the Switch and what they can bring to it. I think a lot of like I feel like the Switch hasn't been completely utilized in its full power. We
Yeah,
probably
I
won't
feel
see
like
that
Monster
for
Hunter
quite a
could
few
push that.
Monster
games.
Hunter on the Switch, I'd buy that system in itself.
And
Yeah.
Monster Hunter on that would be pretty
That'd be pretty
dope.
fucking cool.
Not only that, dude, you can just put it on the TV now. Like that's
Yeah.
sick. So
Yeah,
just,
we all four of us are on fuck, dude. We just have like a fucking circle of TVs all playing Monster on the Switch. That'd be rad.
That would be pretty sick.
that would be cool.
All in high def.
Not to mention now that they're getting away from. Well, I guess it's always been. It hasn't
Not
always
getting
been
away from handheld.
No, okay. I'm not saying it has. It's getting away from handheld. It's mostly been handheld, so I feel like they've had to limit some memory. You know, you have maps coming back, which they have quite a few maps. Some of them get taken in, they bring them
I
back.
also happy when they brought back Forest and Hills. It's like
Yeah,
your
Yeah.
child. It's like
the
your
last
school,
generation brought back like pretty much all the maps.
Yeah.
But like when we talk about like what they can bring to the Switch and what they can utilize for that, like that could be pretty sweet for
Yeah.
like just all the combined memory and just the amount of expansion that they could bring to that game with just the Switch alone. Pretty
It's so
cool.
funny to go back because like they added in Forest and Hills, but they didn't update it. So like when you see it, like, oh my god, this place looks like shit. It's like map painting backgrounds like fucking fall over. Like,
Honestly,
Well,
I
the
think
background,
not-
no.
yeah.
I think they just tweaked the color because it used to
No,
be
they
more
didn't-
green. Now it's like a bluish, like
Yeah.
hue.
They
to
didn't
it.
just
like-
tweak the color; they tweaked the map itself because like they had to account for jumping.
Yeah,
Well,
they
yeah,
added
the map,
a little
but-
bit of stuff, but like for the overall look is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my god, it looks so terrible compared to everything else that they added.
I'm not gonna lie, I still like that map though.
Yeah,
it
my
was
favorite
like the
map.
most like
It's still my
simplistic.
favorite,
It's
yeah.
the most simplistic and it's like the easiest one to memorize the monster patterns, and you're like, I know where that bitch is
where they're
going.
Yeah, exactly.
You
don't even need
always hate
paintballs.
going to 9 though.
Mine's like the pathway. Right?
Yeah, 9's
Dude,
the straight and
The
narrow
one where
path.
the monsters just rape you up and down that fucking stretch.
You get hit once, good luck finding yourself in the camera.
Right. There's so many times where like he's been like a Rathalos has charged me down like that hallway of trees. I'm like, like crawling underneath that little crawl space.
I think
Hide away.
I think it'll be a really good, fun game to do a let's play, especially since I don't see a lot of them on YouTube.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a lot. There is a lot.
Really?
they're
I don't
not-
see, but they're not like
I don't
big,
want to
you know?
say.
They're not big, but actually, you know what's I think where the main monster hunters are right now is Twitch. I believe that they all go.
So they don't
there
record
to,
it? I mean,
no,
pretty
they
sure
watch
they-
it on live streams, and that gets recorded via Twitch.
Yeah.
It's the same, but like I tried, like I really did try looking for, funny Monster Hunter gameplays, but
Yeah. Good luck.
it's
Actually, no. I think it's all in. I think it's all in. What's it called?
Twitch?
No, it's not Twitch. It's like if you want to see funny edited stuff on Monster Hunter, it would be on some Japanese fucking. I don't know. I'm not wording this right, but there are some funny videos out there. I showed you one. Remember the shark attack one?
Yeah, that was very fun.
It's funny. It was edited. It had like all this shit to it.
But it would be cool to do
amazing.
like if it does come to the Switch, we should all get a Switch. I know it's a lot of money, but that's not that. $200.
No, fuck off. Get your computer.
Okay, I'll get my computer first, definitely. But then we can all get a Switch. It's like $200, right?
It's
I don't
300.
know, actually.
300. $360. We can make it work. But we all get it. We can just do like an episodic series of Monster Hunter.
I'm down for
Yeah, we'll
that.
definitely do that. Yeah, one of these days.
Sorry about that.
But anyway, let's talk about games. I know you wanted to talk about going back into film.
yeah,
You
oh my
wanted to
God.
go into.
Do we have enough time? I got a rant to tell you guys. All right, look what came in the mail today. I don't know who the fuck Michael P. Schnarf is, but
What?
I got your Entertainment Weekly in the mail. And my dad's like,
Where'd you
"Hey."
get that from home?
you know.
Yeah, I
from
got it from
Oregon.
home. It came in the mail.
It's his beat off material.
What is that?
Right?
Let me see.
It's a fucking Entertainment Weekly.
Let me see that.
No, I got it. I'm using it. It's a fucking. It's got the new Thor on there, new Planet, new weapons, new haircut. It actually fucking says that. And I was super down for Thor Ragnarok. I saw Guardians. I was really pumped for it. But hold on, I gotta show you guys something. I was like, cool, yeah, I don't know who any of these characters are. This is really cool. Like fucking. Let me find the page here. Like, all right, cool. Got a new black chick who's like super short. Okay, whatever. And I was like, what? She's fucking. This bitch is Valkyrie.
Who?
This fucking ethnic girl right here. She's the super tall, blonde, smoking hot chick from Marvel. I'm sure you've seen pictures of her before. I'll pass it around. But she's a straight up like Swedish, like Norwegian Viking chick.
Wow.
Let me see this.
And it's like fucking brown washing much. Come on. It's like I get it. We gotta have. But this is.
I get you gotta. Okay. I mean, the argument is the whole comic books back then were a bit on the racist side.
Yeah.
You know,
Which granted
and
they are,
I
but
kind of get that, but it's like they're trying to follow comic books. I mean, and comic books nowadays, they're not. You know, like you see the new Spider-Man. You know, Peter Parker dies, and the guy he's
he's like a
ethnic.
black kid dude.
He's
black
he's
dude
ethnic
now.
mixed.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't mind if they made a new movie with him.
Yeah, which is
because
not
it
Peter
follows.
Parker, yeah.
It follows that comic book. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
but if
don't-
you're gonna make Peter Parker, you're gonna make him Asian.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
They have Jeff Goldblum as the Grandmaster.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
That's
Jeff Goldblum.
actually
This
perfect.
Thor
down for
is
that.
Marvel Universe.
Yeah,
Thor is Marvel, yeah.
Uh,
This is
Deadpool,
Avengers.
Deadpool is too, right?
Sort of. Deadpool's complicated. It's kind of in its own world right now.
So it's
But
not gonna be in the Marvel.
Nah, he's not gonna fucking fight Thanos.
Also, yeah, I see what you mean. Like, I
She's
get it.
short.
Okay.
Not only is she
Yeah.
not white.
Okay.
She's like this. She's like a girl of color. I assume black.
Well,
Well, she looks kind of.
The main thing is, like, okay,
I assume
no.
African American descent.
I know a lot of it
I
has to do. A lot of TV, a lot of companies are going for the whole like let's put a character in because of the whole racial tension. But it is always kind of weird when you change.
If you're casting a character just because you need a black person,
no,
that's
it's true.
racist.
It's
That is
true.
totally
It's-
saying race first.
What
and
it is,
not
that's going
the
back to
character.
that whole like status quo thing, similar to the colleges when you start
Similar
needing
to
to fill a
employment.
status quo and all
too.
that. Yeah, it's. I think what's ridiculous if you make a character, like there's no problem with that character being a certain way. At least just stick to it. Like, do not change a character because we need to.
We
like,
need to have more
Mexican.
balance
No,
in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's obviously but like you got Gamora, she's played by a black girl, and you got fucking who they recast as black, Mary Jane Watson. I didn't care because like her whole defining character is she's our sexy redhead, but she can be a sexy black girl. Doesn't matter. Doesn't change the character.
you know what I don't see in movies? Arabs.
Yeah, that's true. You don't.
'cause no
I
one
see him in
wants them.
comic books, but like,
You also don't see them in airports anymore.
Abe is Arab.
I'm Arab. It's okay.
It's okay with
He's
that.
not Arab. He's Egyptian.
So, just so anyone knows,
Technically, he's African American.
We'll make a lot of jokes
Yeah,
about
so I'm
that.
black too. Shut up.
Shut up.
so just so anyone knows, it will never be on an airplane ever.
But dude, some shit you just can't. Like, what if fucking the new Spider-Man they cast Sandman as a fucking Arab?
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool.
No, but like, yeah, going back to cats like Iron Fist. I know people are pissed off at the the monks that were there. No, they were.
No, you're thinking of Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange,
the
yeah.
Grand Master, so like his Asian Buddhist monk, is played by a white chick.
I'm waiting.
Yeah,
for
see
his name, I
that
forget.
I get pissed about. Like that I can understand. It's like, why don't you
Yeah,
cast
that's
him?
straight up like.
The question is,
Yeah, that is stupid.
I
That's the
understand that.
character.
Yeah, they're.
Tell about. What if they casted the next Superman as an Arab? He's like, yes, my first wife, Lois Lane.
Oh my god, no.
That'd be amazing.
But yeah, when you're taking a character like Valkyrie, who is obviously of Norwegian Viking descent, that's her whole fucking character, making her some short 5'3" African American girl just doesn't make sense. You don't cast Black Panther as a white dude. You can't do that. He's Black Panther. It's in his name. You just can't. It just frustrates me so much of just like pulling the culture out of the character and just dropping it in as a token minority, and that's just not cool. That's totally
really quick, just to
be PC, just to like, we have one, you can't get mad at us.
The whole politically correct thing now,
it's
it's ridiculous. It's just going to the whole racial tension, it's going to their status quo, to what they need to fulfill like racial tension.
It's
It's
getting
kind
to
of
the
ridiculous.
it's getting to the point.
For Ragnarok.
It's getting to the point where they promote it. Yeah. It's like that's what I don't like. It's like I want to say
check
I
out
think
the
it was,
new Black Valkyrie, this newest model.
It's like this is why you should watch this. It's like no, I want to watch it because of the content, not because of who you casted.
Do you remember the reason why you should buy Pepsi?
Oh god,
exactly. It's just like
because it stops police riots.
It's like, I don't like that they
I'm not
promote.
mad she's not white. I'm just mad she doesn't fit the bill. She's short. Look at how short she is.
Yeah, people.
I know that's not what you're saying, but it's
she's
like
not buff at all either.
People are capitalizing.
Valkyrie's supposed to be this
stuff
fucking
they almost seem like they're proud of
badass
it.
chick.
Yeah,
but it's kind of funny because if we actually look at it now, Thor actually represents what Thor probably should be more than he ever was before. Before he was like the most retarded pretty boy who just struck stuff with a hammer.
Oh, I hated comic book Thor. I thought he was so retarded.
And now they're actually bringing him into like he looks like your typical Viking warrior. It's basically what the Viking warrior was supposed to be represented
Thor
by.
was so retarded. He had like a Shakespearean accent. I was like, what the fuck? No, this movie Thor, fucking Chris Hemsworth is dope. Look how short she is. Ridiculous.
There's a koala next to it.
Yeah, there is. Picture of a koala. That's fucking straight up. That's how short she is.
No, it's because
Side by side comparison.
they put her in there so for everyone that gets mad, like, what is? Oh, it's a koala. Cool.
But you could have casted a person of color that just fit the bill better. Like, you could fucking put Ronda Rousey. She's like, what is she like? Armenian or something? I forget.
Yeah,
but she's not white.
so much closer to Norwegian.
No, but like I'm saying, but she looks the part. Like she's this tall, buff ass chick, and like fucking her fighting career's in the shitter. So might as well start acting right.
They always had problems with casting.
Or what's her name from Game of Thrones? She's white, but like she fits the bill.
Oh, you're
Brienne of
talking
Tarth.
about Brienne? Yeah.
Fuck yeah, like she's tall, she's sexy, she can pull it off.
Yeah, she's also filming Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I think that's done filming right now.
Are they?
Yeah,
They've been on hiatus for a little bit.
Is this the last season? Or no?
7?
Fuck Game of Thrones. I don't want to talk about that.
No, but is it the last season or no?
No, there's one more season after that.
Oh, okay.
One more season. One's a 8 episodes, and the next one's gonna be 6 episodes. We have 14 episodes of Game of Thrones left.
Probably why Jacob Anderson's already.
Yeah, but going back to like casting choices, going back to casting choices of Marvel Universe is like you heard a whole Deadpool 2 casting choice, right?
For
the
Cable?
The whole drama,
and someone else.
It was Tim Miller was the lead director for it.
Oh, because they had to find a new director, right?
Yeah, they had to find a new director because Tim Miller and Ryan Reynolds, because Ryan Reynolds obviously he got so big where he had a say in the whole direction of the project.
Yeah, it's like his baby. Deadpool was just like,
well, yeah,
exactly.
Honestly, that's been way before the movie was even made.
Before I say anything,
Ryan Reynolds was dead set on
Reynolds,
Deadpool.
I'm kind of on Ryan Reynolds' side, but
yeah, I totally am. This is all done because of him. Like, he keeps pushing this.
Yeah, I know Tim Miller, which was the director of Deadpool 1, he wanted to hire Kyle Chandler, who was known for Friday Night Lights.
For Cable?
For Cable.
Who the fuck
And
is that?
Kyle Chandler, he was from Friday Night Lights, but he's known as he's like a younger guy, and Ryan Reynolds was like, I don't want him because he's young. Like, and Tim Miller said, no, I want him because he's younger. You know, how you see in any other Marvel Universe character, they want them young.
Yeah, he's like,
they want them.
Mm-hmm. They want
young.
this guy. They wanted him for Cable.
Yeah, they want him young. They want him.
He's not that young, but yeah, he doesn't look the part.
But yeah, but that's why Tim Miller.
I guess he could.
Yeah, which is kind of contradictory because Tim Miller wants Chandler because he's young and he'll last long, I guess is the best way to put it, and throughout the series. But he also wanted a grittier Deadpool too. He's the more serious guy. Like, I want it grittier. I want it more about Deadpool. And Ryan Reynolds is like, no, you know what made us money was the raunchy comedy, the sexy, you know, all that.
The whole formula didn't work for us.
Yeah, and that's why Ryan Reynolds like. But then that's why I kind of think like their argument was kind of weird, because I would think that Ryan Reynolds wanted Chandler, but he didn't. He wanted an old. He said, "I want to stick to the comic books," and the comic books were raunchy. So, and Cable was an old guy.
Yeah.
So I want an older guy as Cable, not as Chandler.
Yeah.
So I guess Tim Miller, that's when he exited the project, and I don't know who's the new
Tim Miller's
director.
out over that?
Yeah. Well,
wow.
It was probably more. Yeah,
there was other
creative differences between him and Ryan Reynolds. And Ryan Reynolds, no one is gonna let him go. He
exactly.
He made Deadpool for that movie.
He's the whole reason the movie came out. You hear about that thing on the talk show? I forget whose talk show he was on.
He's been talking about a Deadpool movie for like 5 years now.
He was working on it for years. And remember when the test footage came out? And everyone's like, all pumped for it. Like, yeah, cool. It was him on the bridge fight. And it was like really shitty animated. It looked like...
Oh, shit, I don't remember.
You don't remember that? It was like the scene.
Yeah, I remember that. That was the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. The beginning of the movie where he jumps off and kills the guys in the car. Mm-hmm. That footage got released pretty much by Reynolds. Like, he didn't admit to it. So
really?
Like, yeah, because the project is so close to being scrapped. It was on like a talk show. I forget who it was, like Jimmy Kimmel or some shit. It was so close to being scrapped, they're ready to throw out everything they've been working on. And then Reynolds was like, no, fuck that. And he released it, supposedly. I'm not putting him up for... But supposedly he leaked the information, or the video, and it just blew up online. People were like, fuck yeah, Deadpool, we're so stoked for it. And then that's what got like the fucking ball rolling again. Like, cool, people like it. Let's get shit doing.
I think, one of the things I love most about Deadpool is it was just so out there, like in your face. Like, they didn't give a shit what they were doing. Like, they didn't give a shit what you thought. They were going to do what made them happy, or what they wanted, and you took it or left it. And
so would you agree with Reynolds, which is more raunchy, more rated R, rather than Tim Miller, which is, it should have been more serious, more like a superhero movie?
Nah, they should have been... Deadpool's Deadpool. It's got to be what it is, you know? You can't try to be like...
Break the fourth wall and crap,
Yeah, it has to be the way the first one was.
Yeah.
Not scene for scene, of course, but, the same kind of like... Its own thing.
Especially when it's already been set up for what it was. I mean... because we can look at Deadpool, and the reason why it's so popular was because of the boundaries it broke. Marvel's always been so far into, like, they're superhero, but they didn't go too far into the rated R territory. They never did it until recently with, like, Deadpool. They did it now with the new Wolverine, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, in that sense... It's nice to see that they're willing to take risks into the whole rated R scene.
Yeah. And
like Ryan Reynolds, that's what he does best. He brings a comedy, he brings the action, and it worked. So why would you try to change that?
Yeah, why gotta fucking...
if anything, that would just be a whole new reboot, which they don't need now.
Yeah, it's like no one's... Like, if someone fucking serves you up this perfect meal, it's like, wow, this is great. Can you make me another one? But while they're doing it, hey, could you put some of this in? Could you put some of that in? Hey, could you also change this? It's like, no, I made it good the first time. Let me make you something else good.
Yeah,
why you gotta fuck with it?
Granted,
that's a good thing.
Granted, I don't like when the actor takes over the show and he's like, okay, we're gonna move in this direction. But I feel like Ryan Reynolds was right.
So I mean, okay, then also goes back into the whole, like, you can compare the two. Deadpool was Deadpool because of Ryan Reynolds. He brought the comedy, he brought the like action, he did all this. He advocated the movie all the way, and he ended up making it happen. What I think what it also gave way to is like, they finally saw also, like, we could talk about the movie Wolverine and how that finally went into rated R territory like everyone thought it should, and it did amazing. Like, it did probably way better than anyone's expectations. I'm pretty sure box office wise, and then you also have like just movie expectation wise, like, it was really good, but most people look at it and be like, oh, it broke boundaries, as in the sense it followed Deadpool and went into the rated R. Not so much comedy, but it went in the rated R thing. Yeah. And so, like, I think it finally opened up some new things, and it's kind of nice to see that. Like, they're going they're trying a new direction with that. So but it's not so superhero-y, where it's like fake and they're so perfect. It's more of like, what would superheroes be in the real world?
Yeah, that's what Marvel was, though. Like, that's what their comics were.
No, DC was about realism, real world. Marvel was about trying to tailor to kids.
Yeah, DC was the darker end. However, recently, I don't know. I guess I don't know what opinion wise. Yeah, dude, their shit went straight out the window.
Yeah, I believed in them. I believed in them.
Yeah, it's like they had it all set up, man. Oh shit.
Actually, speaking of rated R, what do you guys think of a rated R Iron Man? I think Robert Downey Jr. would be fucking hilarious rated R as an Iron Man. That would be kind of interesting.
He doesn't want
he
he doesn't want to be in the Iron Man anymore.
Oh, I mean,
Why?
not so much of that, but I'm saying
no,
if
I
they
know what
took
you're
that
saying.
direction, like how that would have been pretty interesting. Robert Downey Jr. is ridiculous. So.
But it's true. It's like it's really hard choice to do because I think they know being rated R would open them to be more realistic, but
Yeah,
they can't cater to kids anymore. They can't release merchandise towards kids.
I don't feel like it has to be fucking rated R. Like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, you guys haven't seen it yet, but they're saying like, oh shit, oh crap, oh dick, like every other fucking word. I was surprised, like shit, man, they can get away with this much for fucking PG-13. Thought these guys are trying to sell action figures.
PG-13, they could say the F word once.
Yeah, but they can't say it in the context of sex.
What?
Like, yeah,
Really?
yeah, you
That's
can't
so
say
weird.
it was fucking. They can
there's
say
like a
oh
bunch of
fuck.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
they,
damn.
They can say it. I think it actually got pushed. Originally, it was like 1 time. Now it's like 3. I know there was a couple PG-13 movies where they're just literally like there were like 4 or 5 instances, and they're just like, oh, like god damn it, what the fuck? And you're just like, whoa,
I don't
whoa,
understand
they said
that,
shit. Like that's different from when we were younger.
If you're able to say it, if you're able to say it once, why not just let it be in the script? Who cares?
Stupid fucking rules. People are dumb. The
Like,
rating system.
you can
They
say it,
change
but
every
only
single
one
time.
Yeah, dude.
They changed. I remember me and Ramon, one of our friends, we saw an alien movie. I forgot what it's called, but it was rated G. And there is a scene where the girl is getting attacked by aliens, but then she goes in the room and she starts showering butt naked.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, dude. Fucking.
They change it all the time.
They did like. There's a huge time in like I think it was like the 80s, 90s, somewhere in there, where the rating system just like went fucking haywire. Like fucking everybody started getting topsy turvy. Fucking Captain Ron, like a beloved child's movie. You could fucking see nipple in there. Like you said, there's like the husband and wife are showering. You could totally see your boob. I'm like boob. Like a little 5-year-old like.
So what's rated R then?
I don't know. I guess it's just like blood and gore and shit. But then you have movies like Conan, which came around at the same time, and it kept getting NC-17. You saw Conan, right? I showed it to you. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's just because that like probably the violence, right?
It's a lot of violence, a lot of fucking boobs. A good amount of boobs. But nothing like, it didn't show any hardcore fucking. Wait, it does. He bangs that one witch in her tent and she turns into a fucking crazy demon. It's like clawing at him.
I gotta see it again.
I've never seen
it's a good
any of the
movie.
old
Boob chick
Conans.
becomes a demon.
This is the
Yeah.
Arnold one. right?
Yeah, Arnold. You ever seen it,
What
dude?
the hell? No,
Oh,
dude.
God.
I've never
It's
seen it.
probably my favorite movie of all
He's our
time.
governor.
He was.
Or was
No, he
our governor.
was.
That's what I meant.
He's the best.
He
Fucking
was the
love
best
Arnold.
governor.
No, it's funny though, because as much as you can make fun of Arnold, I know it's probably off the subject, but like some of the stuff he's actually been talking about recently makes a lot of sense, and when we compare it to what we hear nowadays.
Arnold's a
we're like,
fucking
God
national
damn.
treasure.
Speaking of
Great.
which, Arnold recently gave a speech about cutting funding to schools, but wasn't that one of the things that he did during his...
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's easy
'Cause
to
I
say,
remember
like,
that-
oh,
this
that's
is like-
wrong when you're not on the fucking chopping block
Yeah,
anymore.
but, like, that's what I meant. Like, because during the time that we were in school, he was cutting funding to schools, and I remember that
He
because...
started the No Child Left Behind program.
Did
I
he?
think that's him.
No? I
Yeah.
don't think that was
I'm
him.
pretty sure he started that up.
Fuck, I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, but it's
Anyway.
because it's that program though is what so many retards are fucking passing now. Not actual retards, I mean stupid people.
But,
I don't mean the mentally handicapped, but I mean people just not doing work, still getting pushed forward,
Yeah.
and able to pass these classes.
the
because
main
of that
reason
stupid program.
I remember this whole funding cut was because we had to use Scantrons multiple times. It was during that time, like first 1 through 25.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, just use
recycling
just
Scantrons.
use these numbers,
Oh, yeah.
and then skip down to 50, and then use the bottom half,
Yeah,
and then
that's
turn it
totally
over,
happening.
and then use that half. Like it was dumb.
I forgot about that. Yeah, not in fucking college though when we're paying for the fucking Scantrons.
Yeah.
In public schools, hell no. Gotta recycle that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're getting it close to an hour now, so we should probably cut it down here, and we'll talk about the rest next time.
Alright.
This is the local
About fucking hell.
local server.
1:15 in the morning.
podcast?
Yeah, local server.
No, it was
No, it's
Game
what?
Rooms.
Alright. Well, we'll be seeing you guys next time.
Be
Don't
free
forget
to
to-
leave us any comments on anything we say. Go ahead and leave a comment on if
Yeah.
you have a preference,
Feel free to
phone
correct us on
wise,
anything we don't know
movie
about.
wise, anything you want. It's free. It's open. This is all up for conversation. So
Don't forget to subscribe. That'll help
Like,
us out a
comment,
lot.
subscribe.
We'll definitely
All
come
that
out with more
jazz.
Let's Play. Sorry for that long
Smash
hiatus.
that like
but
button.
it.
Go ahead and smash it.
Smash it.
Smash
Smash
it
it
for
good.
Z.
Conan style.
Watch Conan. Do it right now. Watch it. It's
Unless you're 13.
It's a great movie. No, watch it. Watch it anyway. It's awesome.
No,
Watch it. Watch it.
no.
We'll see you soon, guys.